everyone, Jim Murphy for Elite Style Massage. So I wanted to do a little extra video today for you guys if you're stuck for things to do in this whole lockdown situation we're in. This pandemic's going on a little bit too long for my liking. So gym's being shut again is really affecting my training regime. I do a lot of heavy weight training and bodybuilding, have done for 30 years. In between my training sessions I normally go to the gym and do a little bit of cardio, so I might do exercise bike or cross training I like to do for 45 minutes to an hour, and then do some abs and stretching, and that's just to keep my body moving between my weight sessions. It helps me recover, keeps your cardiovascular system strong and fit and healthy, as you know, and also helps decrease my body fat when I'm trying to lean up for competitions. Now I'm a heavy guy, so I can't really run for long periods of time without it affecting my knees. I'm about 18 stone at the moment. I go up to 21.5 stone in the off season for me. So just trying to protect my knees so they're not being wrecked. I've got a little bit of a knee injury at the moment as well. My medial meniscus on this side is problematic if I do too much impact stuff. And lately I normally would go and do some power walking out on the road, you know, pick a route, takes me about an hour. Do a good fast power walk, get a good sweat on, feel great. Lately my knee's been grumbling, so I was looking at getting an exercise bike for home. They can be quite expensive bits of kit. I didn't want to get a cheaper one, I'd get a good high quality one, and I didn't want to go down the Peloton route of paying £1,700, £1,800 for a bike with the subscription and the app to, you know, to see the leaderboard and do classes. I'm not really interested in that. I just want to put something on the television. Normally if I'm at the gym I'll watch something on my phone, have a good blast, get a good sweat on. They're good if you want to get involved with those HIIT classes and sort of seeing the leaderboard and how well you're doing. Not really interested in that. I do high intensity weight training and lower intensity cardio for longer periods. So that's what I'm interested in for myself personally. But I didn't want to go down the route of getting a designated exercise bike for home because I don't have a lot of space at home to have these things. I've got 3 children, me and my wife, you know, we've got a 3-bedroom place here, but we don't have tons of room for extra things like that. And I sort of thought about getting something that could be put away quite easily when I've finished with it. So getting a normal either road bike or mountain bike with one of these turbo trainers was something I looked into doing. And cost wise it made much more sense for me because I was tempted to get a Peloton and pay whatever it is, £45 a month, which ends up being about £1,700 overall. Getting a used, decent, high quality spin bike or exercise bike from the gym, you're looking at paying £500, £600, £700 for, and that's what I was looking at doing. I went on to, I did my research about these first, and I went on to Facebook Marketplace, or you can look on eBay or Gumtree, things like that, just at some used stuff and seeing what kind of money were they going for. And I got this mountain bike, which was near enough brand new, and this turbo trainer from the same person for £170, which is just nuts in my opinion. Like the bike was, I think, £400 when it was new, and I think these are probably a couple of £100 easily. But I've been looking at these on eBay and they're going for 50 quid, 60 quid, 70 quid, up to a few £100. But there's quite a few on there. Facebook Marketplace have got a few as well, so you'll find one locally. So I just thought I'd have a little bit of a try and see if it's any good. And so far it's absolutely brilliant. I've done quite a few sessions on it. I did half an hour this morning before I had to pop out and do a few bits. And after my training sessions, it's actually a good way for me to just cool down. They're really useful bits of kit. And the main reason I did want to get something like this for was for my children. I've got 2 children that are, one's 14 and one's 8. And obviously they're homeschooling at the moment, they're doing their sort of online stuff, and they're just not being active enough because we're not walking to school like we normally do. I normally walk my daughter to school in the morning and back. That's sort of 20 minutes each way in the morning and in the afternoon. So we're not doing that. We do go out for walks, and we go up the woods, but the novelty wears off when you're doing it all the time. So I just wanted to get something that was a little bit different. So these indoor cycling setups that you can do are really, really cheap, easy to sort of set up and use and put them away when you finish. Because when I finish with this, when the gyms are back open, I can put this in the garden, put a cover over it, put it away in the cupboard. If I want to go up the woods in the summer, be a fair weather rider, and do some riding in the woods with the kids on their bikes and on this bike, I've got the option to do that. But like I said, for an indoor trainer, this is a really cheap and effective way of doing it. So all they do, if you don't know what they are, they're basically just a little frame that elevates the rear wheel. You've got a roller on the back here, and when you pedal, you get some resistance. You've got a little adjustment on there, as well as your gears, if your bike's got gears. And it's a really easy way just to get a cardio workout done. So my lovely assistant will come in and demonstrate. So you just jump on that, the wheel is elevated, this roller is up against the rear wheel, and you can just pedal, put them in front of their favourite programme, half an hour or an hour, the time will go in an instant for them. And that way they've had a good bit of exercise for a good bit of time that you designate they need to be doing. Before you let them go on their Xboxes, you know, make them do some training on the bike. You know, it's really simple. My daughter was doing some online learning the other day, and when they logged on at 3 o'clock for their afternoon session, they did PE, so it was nice. They were doing burpees and star jumps, and Aidan actually joined in with them, so that's good. But at least this way, that I know that I can get them to do some stuff. So they're at least doing this and a walk and things like that, just because we're just not being active enough for this whole lockdown period. So if you'd like to see me set this up, if you'd like to know how these work, maybe leave some comments in the box below, and I will probably take it off, put it on. It's really easy, you know, just to slot the rear wheel in and tighten in, and I'll show you how you do that if you want. If not, they're pretty self-explanatory anyway. The only thing I did change out, I got a mountain bike that has knobbly tyres. So a knobbly tyre on a roller will be noisy, and it was. So I changed out the rear tyre for one of these slick tyres. So there's no tread on it at all, so it's just the noise of pretty much the rubber on the roller. It's really quiet, as you can hear. Like if you pedal fast from Aidan, I'm using a shotgun mic probably about 10 feet away from me, and with Aidan pedaling quite fast, you can probably still hear me quite nicely. So if you was watching your favourite TV show or had some music on, it wouldn't be a problem to hear yourself over this anyway. Great stuff. So if you'd like to see me set this up and see how it works, leave some comments like I said, and I shall do that on a separate video for you. But just some tips for you, to give you some ideas of what you can do personally for yourselves, just to keep a bit more active, especially while it's 0 degrees outside and you might not fancy going out walking or running when it's like this. And also getting your children doing something safely indoors, because I want my children safe. I can't trust this out on the roads. The roads are dangerous and slippery and icy at the moment. So useful tip for you guys, hopefully. So if you're liking this video and what I'm doing, can you give it a little thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done already. And if you know anyone that might benefit from this video, please share it with them. So Jim Murphy, Elite Style Massage. See you next time.